Oh, autumn, the golden time of the year. There's a smell of smoke in the air.
I'm dead tired.
That's because we're dead tired, all of us. We are overworked and underpaid, and actually we're not getting paid at all because we're not working to get paid. We're working to survive. Big difference. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of Rasimir getting lost in work and in the valley. And as we watch...
Building his house for 10 years.
Okay.
How much time it would take him to build his house?
Let's go away from all these people that are talking over me all the time. Yes, well, farming requires a lot of change, so what? What's the problem with that? Anyways, I wanted to walk a little bit and do a bit of a resume, what we have done. Not that much, not that much has changed, don't worry, you haven't missed anything. But in case you have missed something, I mean, all the previous episodes are there for you. You can absolutely see the progress and how far we've come really with our village. And here we are. This is the lake village in what is kind of nearing the end of year 5 already. And the village is filling up with children, more on the way. And the parents are happy and they are glad that they have steady work and steady food. And we're doing fine. Really, there is nothing getting in the way except for the occasional bandit camps and some tough winters and some hot summers. But we are still making progress. And one of these progresses obviously is that we have abandoned, for the most part, everything made out of bronze. And instead, we have moved towards the production of iron tools. As seen here by Radegunda and Roland, who are working together side by side in the smithy. But this is only temporary. Okay. It is weird. Anyhow, that means, however, that we currently have no income from our fishing hut, because that was manned by Roland.
Carpenters will be the most recognized craftsmen in the world.
That is true. Carpenters rule. So our fishing hut is currently not used. Which is sad, but we don't really need the food and I can sell the fish myself, that's fine for now. What else is new? Here we can see our little stable, and on the other side there is the cow shed, which we have not filled yet. That is what we're going to do in this episode. We're going to buy cows. I want to do it before the winter, I've decided, because I don't know, there's really no reason. It doesn't make a huge difference, but I just want them to acclimate a little bit before the winter comes and they have a safe and warm, most of all warm, home to grow into big cows that will hopefully give us a lot of milk and cheese to sell. But in order to do that, I need more villagers, as always. And so I have expanded, maybe beyond our borders, I'm not sure, and built this here house. It's pretty much ready, as it is already. Ready already. And now it's just waiting to be filled with new villagers. Preferably 2. I definitely gonna need 1 to work in the cow shed. And the other one is probably gonna have to work as, well, either in the fishing hut or the smithy in the future. Don't know yet. You can see here, this is probably the most beautiful backyard that we have right now. It functions as an orchard. It has pretty much reached its full potential. But then the sad thing is, we can't really do anything with all these fruits yet. We don't have a tavern still, we're still waiting on that. I can't even really make any kind of fancy cakes or anything myself, because we just don't have the knowledge yet. And my cooks are, I've tried to convince them, but they said, no, I don't know how to do this. And we probably, oh, this is actually another issue. I hadn't thought about that. Don't we need eggs to make cake? Let me see.
Will it take long?
It will just take a second. Don't worry about it. Wait, that's not a... We're not making that kind of bread. Anyway. So, pies. Yeah, we're just not there yet. And even when we are, we do need eggs. And we don't have a lot of eggs. That's the thing. So, while we're waiting for all this stuff to unlock and for our actual chickens to, you know, increase in numbers, I guess, the only option that we really have is to sell everything. Because we cannot store the apples and the berries and all of that for a very long time. And at the moment, I cannot think of anything else we can make with them anyways. Some fruits you can, for example, berries, you can turn berries into dye. But also only if you actually have a herbalist, which at the moment I do not. Because I'm still waiting for a few people to come out of their I keep forgetting the word. What is it called? The mother's time. The maternity leave. Thank you. That's what I'm waiting for. And only then I can actually man all the stations in the village. So as of now, our village is actually understaffed, if you will. That's the reality. And all these good fruits like the plums and the pears and all of that, it just kind of goes to waste for now. Because I can't really use it for anything. Speaking of that though, let me see. If I wanted to go to the herbalist hut right now myself. And if I wanted to craft some dyes, could I do that? Where am I? Ah, I got lost for a second. See, the way the village is laid out is a little bit like a maze. And we have this little... I imagine this herbalist hut to be a little bit mystical. But, I mean, it's kind of surrounded by stuff and it's not all that secluded or anything. But, yeah, I think it still works. So now, if we go here and go into dyes, what can we actually make? We could make some yellow dye. And we could make some blue dye. To be exact, one. That's literally it. That's all we can make. Let's make some blue dye. Because it's still more useful than to just have the berries. Otherwise, we can't do it. We can't do anything with them at all. Now, the onions. We don't actually have that many onions left, to be true. So, I don't want to waste them on making yellow dye. To be really honest with you. We are currently in a situation where, yes, we are producing enough onions and wheat and what else are we making? Beetroot and carrots to feed all of our people. No problem. We have more than enough food. But we do not have such an abundance that we can just, you know, say, oh, we're going to allocate, I don't know, 500 onions to making yellow dye. I can't afford that. I need the onions for the food. Actually, especially during winter time when I can't grow anything. So yeah, this is where we are. But of course, if you wanted to have a random blue wall right now, we could do that. Here. Oh. Oh, patterns are even more complicated. You need the dye for that too. Right. Okay, well. If it was just about color, well then we would require more blue dye anyway. How do you make black dye? How do you make black dye? I don't even know. Black. Spruce bark and iron ore. Oh. then we don't have enough spruce bark for it. Huh. I could make 5. But then, what's the benefit of having a black house? I don't know. Doesn't it make more sense to have the house kind of being white-ish? The way it is now with the limestone, because it would reflect the heat in the summer?
Since that one day I was attacked by
Right? If I made all the houses black,
always double check.
they would get even hotter during summer. I mean, it's still a stone wall, so it's not like it's gonna boil or anything. But it's still gonna make a slight difference, and it's not a good one, I don't think. So no, I don't want to do that. So for now, we're just gonna, I don't know, maybe sell the blue dye or... I'm not sure yet. And the same goes for the apples, because yeah, as I said, all of these fruits, there's nothing we can do with them right now. So onions we keep, we only have 88 left. So soon we are run out of meat with gravy, for which we need the onions. And then we need to switch over to making the soup with the beetroot, of which we also don't have that much actually. But we do have a lot of cabbage and a lot of carrots. That is nice. Carrots, I think, go into the stew, but we're not actually... I don't see any stew being produced. Why is that? Let's check. Check in with our kitchen. Stew. Actually, they're making a lot of stew. Where is all the stew going? Strange. We should definitely make more pottage. About 10 a day. 10, 20, 25, 26 with the soup. Meat with gravy. We're making 5 a day, so about 15 onions a day. Well, we're going to probably switch to a new season soon. That should work out. And rye bread. We can make some rye bread, yeah. Like 1.5 a day. It's fine. Just to keep our kitchen busy. Alright, so again, I'm not really sure. One thing I'm concerned about. The house that I've built. This one here. You can even see it on the map. It's quite far away. There's quite a big gap here. This gap, of course, I left for the future tavern. That's why I did this. But it's still maybe too far, because it may be too far away from the actual food storage. I don't know. But we're going to try. So we are going to find our horse, which doesn't have a name yet. Nobody claimed it. So far we only have a pig named Levi, after one of our viewers. So if you also want to be named after an animal, maybe after a young male foal or female, or after the stallion, again, let me know. I am totally up for it. So now we're gonna ride into the wall. I'm sorry. And we're gonna go to Gastovia, because that is the place where to buy cows. And we're gonna sell the fruits that we have. And that is probably, I don't know, likely going to be enough to afford 2 or more young cows. I'm not sure if we're going to go for 2 or 3. We will see. Why don't we go... Let's go straight around the lake, actually, and then straight to Gastovia. Straight, basically. Now, somewhere here there are moose, I think. And also wolves. And that's a bit scary. But our stallion is fast and has a lot of stamina. So we should be fine. Let's go. Yep, I can hear them. Not a chance for you. We are too fast, too furious. Oh, what's that? Oh. abandoned. Or what is it exactly? A clay bowl. What happened here? You get ambushed by the wolves? Did you leave your iron iron shovel? I'll take that. There are still wolves howling. Not sure where they are. Sounds like they are nearby. Horse is a little bit nervous, you can tell. Let's just go. To Gastovia. Which is in this direction somewhere. Have I been here before? I don't really recognize this place. But I know I'm riding towards Gastovia. I can already see the buildings in front of me. And you can too. And here we are. Can I leave you here in front of the entrance? Are you fine with that? Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind. There's no really any place for horses here. I don't know why. Hey guys, what are you up to?
Sometimes I've got a feeling the whole world freezes for a moment. As if somebody paused it.
Okay. What's your name?
How are you?
Leonarda.
Have a good day.
Sounds very Italian to me. Edburga. And then last but not least we have Zelislav. Well. The only one remotely talented to take care of any animal is Edburga. But she's a good huntress and she's not untalented when it comes to diplomatic skills. That is nice. But I'm not convinced.
Have you ever done any quest for the king?
But you're also not terrible. I think I can use you.
How can I help you?
Let's see. Is there something you absolutely hate doing? You meet the real craftsman by the way he finishes, not the way he starts. Unfortunately, my enthusiasm drops quite fast and I immediately don't... Okay. A little bit cryptic, but you're welcome. So now, we have hired her and we see the symbols popping up on the left side. Oh, no food. Oh, no water. Oh, no firewood. I don't even have a house. Alright, we can fix that. We can fix her. So, this house is empty. Now we're going to assign it to Edburga. And then we'll see if the symbols will vanish or not. They have. So that means she is in range of the food storage. Which kind of surprises me because I think there is another food storage to unlock for us actually. No. Is it here? No. Is it here? Yeah, food storage 3. So this has even more range than the current one. And we are quite far away from getting that. Which probably actually should tell me that I am going to need more fields. This is not enough what I have. Like I need a dedicated field just for onions. I need another dedicated field just for beetroot. And I probably am going to need another field just for flax. Realistically. But then the question is, where am I going to place all these fields? I don't know. Something we need to figure out. But anyway, now I have this lady here hired and I can buy the cows.
And water. And some firewood. And a roof.
Let's see, where's the guy that takes care of the cows? He should be up here. Here we are. They don't really have a lot of space here, do they? So be mir.
Oh, it's you again. Only
So
the
be
best
mir.
products here.
You know what? That's not really your job to take care of that stuff. Yeah. You're fine.
See you around.
Let's see, what do we have here? Look at you two cuties! Huh? So we have a male and a female. Perfect. We're gonna take you. So now, naturally, if you would like to be named after a cow or a calf, let me know. Now this guy, you're a big boy, eh? You're a big boy. Good boy. But I can see that cows are not that expensive. And you are both very pretty ones. You look a little bit stronger to me. So, you know what? I'm not gonna buy you. No. We're gonna let them grow by themselves. We're not gonna take the cows away from their home. I'm just a little bit worried. Now I have 2 baby cows. What if they need their mother? Maybe I should be buying one of the elder cows. Yeah, I think I should. Okay. Done. But now I absolutely mustn't forget to assign Edburga as the caretaker for these cows so that they can be fed. And as a result, we're going to get milk. Well, to be fair, of course, the milk is primarily needed for the babies. So we're not going to take that much milk. We're going to produce, I don't know, we're going to take 25%. That's enough for now. It's barely going to amount to any buckets of milk. Like maybe once a year or something, but it's fine. We don't really need it anyways. Okay, that went better than expected. And it means that we can now focus on the next season. Which is already going to be winter again. The years are just flying by. Well, what I haven't done yet... Are you the one? No. Where's the one that leads the tavern here? I think this is going to be perfect for you, Grimilda.
Want to see my wares?
See, she already has apples and berries, but she doesn't have that many. Now I'm going to give her a nice surprise by selling her all our apples. This is going to give us 266 coins. Not great, not terrible. I also have some blue dye, but selling that is not really worth it. No, we're going to sell her the pears that we have. It's another 100 coins. And the plums, that was another 220. I also have some fish. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Goodbye.
Okay. So now we have spent about 1,100 and then 2 times 300. So about 1.7 coins. And we've made back, what did I say, 450, barely 500. Not great. But of course in the future we can either sell cows, which I'm not sure how lucrative that is, probably not very lucrative. But most of all we can turn the buckets of milk that we will get from the cows. They're not gonna give us meat, right? We're not doing that. But they will give us milk. And we can turn that into sour milk and then turn that into cheese. And I think selling cheese is lucrative. Pretty sure it is. And it is also a nice food option to have for our villagers. Right? They can then grow into the French people and make camembert and all that stuff. And we're gonna lay the groundworks for that. I like that idea. And now we are riding towards the setting sun. And we're just enjoying nature. That was a big drop in FPS, I don't know why. What? Oh, there's some kind of camp here. What? You're running after me like that? Do you really think this is a good idea? Because I don't think it is. Where are you? There you are. Yep, definitely got burned. Whatever, give me your stuff. What do you have here? Bronze sword, copper round shield, simple dress. Cute. Where's the rest of your crew? Ah, you have a small little camp here, I see. Very nice. I'll take all of that. Where did you get multi-grain bread? That's ridiculous. Come on, guys. Ooh, flax stalk. Not bad. What is inside here? Nothing, I guess. No, there's really nothing. Alright. I don't know if the other guy had a weapon too. No, this is the guy that I picked up first. And the other one was where? Probably not gonna find him again.
I could really do with a drink.
You want a drink? Alright. Here's the water. Enjoy yourself. Boom. Done. Back to the horse. And what happened here actually? Oh. Hello.
How do you do?
Wait, the Waggoner, it's you! What happened with you? A moose ran into the road. The horse got spooked and the wheel hit a rock. And I hit my head and lost consciousness, and when I woke up there was no horse, no nothing. I wonder if the horse actually ran away or if it was stolen while you were unconscious. Do you need any help? I need help, money, a new horse. But first and foremost, I need a new wheel. Do you have a spare one by any chance? People who travel without carts or wagons usually don't keep spare wheels in their pockets, but if I get one, I'll come back to you. Sure, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, unless a miracle happens. Let's see who's gonna be faster, me or a miracle.
See you around.
Right, so we're gonna make a wheel for this guy. First we need to get home. I thought that was gonna be just another spare wagon that we can loot, but no. Now let's enjoy the sounds of the night. Hmm. 3 planks. But we're not going to take those for now. Would have been even better without the hut, wouldn't have been, yeah. That was a bit late on my part. Oh wow, it looks very dark, doesn't it? You can see the donkeys move around frantically for some reason. But you don't really see a lot of lights here at night. Oh. Eventually, we're going to work on that. It's just that, to be honest, building actual proper lamps is quite expensive because it costs a lot of wool thread, which I don't have a lot of right now. It just is that way. But it does look peaceful, doesn't it? And the strange thing is, and for those of you who have not played Medieval Dynasty, the thing about making progress with anything is that you get attached to it. And it doesn't matter whether it's in life or in game. You become attached to this place. Whatever village you build yourself, you will become attached to it over time. And even the people, even though they don't necessarily make much sense and they always say the same thing, etc. But you will develop this feeling of, this is my home, this is my place, this is, and this is a very nice thing to have. I think Medieval Dynasty is really one of those games that after a long day at work or just a long day in general, it's really nice to dive into this, even if just for a short time, half an hour or an hour. You will always make some progress and you will kind of work towards the bigger goal and towards the next expansion and all of that stuff. So even though it took me about 35 episodes to say this, but I very much recommend Medieval Dynasty to everyone. It's not the perfect game. It doesn't have everything it could have or should have sometimes, but it runs very stable. It doesn't require too much hardware and it looks fine even on medium settings. And if you are into building stuff and progression and the medieval theme and all of these things combined, I guess, then Medieval Dynasty is absolutely the game for you. No doubt in my mind. Alright, now that being said, it's time to actually return. Our stallion, I think, is a bit tired. It was a long trip. Here we have our flax fields. Here I made even another flax field, but now I need to kind of expand. Where am I going to expand to? That is the question. Wow, so many sheep. Alright, I'm gonna leave you here because I can't see shit. I don't know where I'm going. Uh-huh. Now, our little settlement expansion here doesn't actually have any kind of... I wonder if she minds if we just... Hello? Anyone home? Ah, right, she's not even home yet. Okay, that's even better. That means we can just decorate this. Oh, I don't have the... let's see. Slot 2. Another lantern. And then another lantern maybe here. Yeah, just so every bed has like proper lighting. And then the floors, we're gonna go with a nice wolf fur rug. A bear rug. That's pretty cool. Let's go with that. I don't know why I haven't unlocked this so far. Another bear rug just to make it more cozy. And... wait, what? We already have? Oh. Another one. This is the bear house, apparently. Do we want to make anything else here nice and cozy? I don't know. Yeah, you can see here, we have only 5 linen fabrics on storage. And only 49 linen threads. That really is not a lot. I really need to think about this in the future, and I'm sorry you're not going to get any curtains for now. Maybe later on when you have like a big family. This is all for the future. You see, it was a simpler life back then, right? It was much more threatening. Any big illness could have killed you. Any tough winter could have killed you. But at least you knew what you were working for. At least you knew what your purpose was. Surviving. And having offspring. So that the next generation could also survive. Really simpler times. But of course the problem is that when you move forward in time and then look back, you know what comes afterwards. And you know that it gets better. But for people living in these times, of course, everything that was ahead of them seemed like an improvement, at least potentially. So however hard it was, it seemed to get better, at least eventually. At least that's what they were hoping, maybe. But from our perspective, to get back into these times, it may seem romantic, right? But with all the modern technologies that we have available, I think we would really struggle. I know I would. I'm gonna eat some multigrain bread that is not mine because I stole it. And the rest we're gonna put into the food storage. Like a good boy. Here we are. Eggs, meat pie, multigrain bread. There we go. Now, one last look before we actually head to bed. What have we accomplished today? Nothing. Oh, it must be past midnight then. Okay, that makes sense. Yesterday. So, we have produced... Of course, as soon as I'm in the menu, the fight music will come. Scary. So we have sold a bronze axe, a bronze hammer. We only have 2 and 3 left, so we soon need to reconfigure our business model. 4 buckets have been used, only 37 left. An iron axe has been produced. We have 4 in storage. An iron hammer has been produced. An iron hoe, an iron knife, and an iron pickaxe, of which we have a lot currently. Okay. In terms of food, we have used up 16 cabbages, 22 carrots, and a little bit more meat than we are actually producing, which is good. I don't like having all this meat lying around for nothing. All the meat with gravy has been consumed, all the pottage has been consumed, the soups have been consumed. And there is more stew has been consumed than we have. What? People are very hungry, actually. Interesting. Now, crafting. We are not producing enough animal feed. Which is a little strange. Oh no, wait, it's not strange at all. So what happens is, if you build a new house for your animals, whether it's a stable or a cowshed, whatever. And as soon as you buy the animals, they will want to have their feeding trough. Trough? Trough. I'm not sure. They will want to have it completely filled. So it will be about 40 to 50 animal feed that is going to disappear. So that's why now it looks like we don't have enough animal feed, but it's not true. It's just that it was plut? It was dedicated, let's say. It was dedicated completely to the cow shed, that's why. So you have to keep that in mind. So if you have just barely like 50 animal feed on storage, that could disappear and then you have nothing on storage anymore. Right? Just keep that in mind. What else? How are we doing with iron? So we're producing more iron bars than we're actually using. That's good. So far, that's good. We have enough iron ore that's coming in. That's also great. What else? We have some tin bars. That's also good because we're going to need the money. We've used a little bit of wheat grain, a little bit of rye grain. That's expected. In terms of grain, we're doing really fine. We have an abundance of everything. But flax and vegetables, that's a problem. So I guess I could go about this in two different ways. Okay, I have enough of this fighting music. I could go about this two different ways. For one, I could pick one or two houses and try to make like a garden. Like a vegetable garden, just like we have with this one here. But it's not going to be enough. It's just going to be a small amount, obviously, that's going to be added. I'm so fed up with the fighting music by now. Alright. This is now day 8 of autumn. Let me see. What can we see? So we have all 25 workers allocated for all the workplaces that we have. We have more, but this is all the ones that we actually have set up. That's the thing. Overall, we almost have 40 people living in our little settlement. And we still can build 30 different buildings, which is enough. I wouldn't even know what else to build, honestly. I could build a second kitchen. Yes, I could have, I guess, 3 or 4 extra fields. That would be nice. But it's not like I have to right now. I really don't. But in the future, this may change. I mean, we still are expecting... Are we not expecting anyone? No. We don't have any new children on the way, but this probably is going to change with the next season. I expect it to. Now, we of course do remember the guy that we met, the Waggoner, our old friend. And he did ask us to bring him a cartwheel, which we are going to do. Here we need to unlock the scheme, and then all it takes is 4 planks for whatever reason, even though, I mean, sure, yes, a wooden wheel doesn't require that much, but in my mind, when I imagine a wheel, there is iron involved. Because it has like a frame around it, like a metal frame. But maybe I'm imagining it wrong. It's possible. Wait. We are going to go near Borova, Branica, etc. Why don't we also bring some pouches? I don't know, 15, 10. Let's make 10. It doesn't take too long. Wow, that takes a really long time. Ouch, that was my finger. All right. Business concluded.
Crunching leaves reminds me of how much still needs to be done before winter.
Yep, a lot needs to be done, that is true. Let's find our horse. Yeah, I don't think I have that much space left really to make that many fields. Or place the fields behind the houses. Gonna be interesting. Where's my stallion? Oh, it's still exactly where I left him. Why didn't you move?
Onward!
Weirdo. Alright. Off we go. Why did you suddenly turn around? What's
Have
wrong?
you ever wondered what a world without kings would look like?
No, I have not. Okay, where was he? I remember where he was, okay. Let's go back. I'm really curious what he does. I don't think I've ever given him a wheel before. Because I don't think I was able to at the time. Bing, 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 bing. Whoa. My bad. Riding right into your fence. Very sorry. That guy was sort of in between. Right? There was some crossroads, I think, and then I should find him. I know where to go. Whoa, don't bite my horse. It's a beautiful day. Probably gonna be the last day of autumn, really. We're gonna go this way. And then we should be there soon. Alright, I also picked up this iron shovel. I forgot. I need to put it into the storage. I just remembered. Was he here? No. Ah, here he is. My man. I wonder if the bandits back there had anything to do with this.
Hello.
Here. Take the wheel. Yes, I am a lifesaver. Do I get a discount now?
Goodbye.
I don't really understand anyway, so even if you replace the wheel, which by the way you have 4, but I guess this is maybe broken, supposedly. But you can see this one has the metal frame, the one that I was talking about. But mine is just a wooden one. And you still don't have a horse. I don't understand what this is going to do for you, but sure. Whatever works for you, man. Good luck.
Move on!
And now we're gonna go back real quick. And I think really there is nothing, well, okay, we're gonna take another look at our farming situation and see if we can actually place 1 or 2 extra fields. I don't think that would hurt us too much. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be where the flax fields are now. And maybe there will be just extra flax. That's the trade-off, I guess, right? Whoa. Right, I forgot to actually sell my pouches. Inga!
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I've already visited you, haven't I? Do you want a bunch of stuff that I don't really need? Oh right, I also have this rag doll. I wanted to give that to my son. Where's the pouch? Ah, pouch. Well, you can't really have that many of those. Okay.
Take care.
Where is Matilda? Are you capable? Oh no, never mind. You're not. You're not capable at all. Matilda.
How do you do? Price is so low you don't need Good
I would
luck.
do a lot better if you had any money with you. What's happening? Have I done so much business with all of you? What about you, Dagobert?
Best goods in the valley.
You are also...
Have a nice day.
You're all broke. The heck? What the helly? We're gonna go back home. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Let's go. And now from this kind of elevated position. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is still even enough to have more fields here. For sure. And then we can extend the stone wall and have like a proper entry or something here. Yeah, we can extend this path. Gonna follow along here. It's gonna connect over here, and then there will be a gap. And the field will be over here then. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. And here, this will be an odd angle, but I mean, it's nothing stopping you from making a field here. It's just a little odd. That's all. So maybe 2 smaller fields over here, one for onions, and the other maybe for beetroot. What I completely neglected so far is poppy. Never even thought about it. What can I do with poppy anyways? Do I even have poppy seeds? I don't even know. Horsey, are you willing to wait for me? I'm sure you are. Okay, let's use the walking path as a reference. There is a path here, right? This was not... Yeah. Can we connect this? Yes. Connected. Okay, it has a little bit of a curve here, but that's fine. And it almost connects here, not even almost, it does connect with the field, but it doesn't interfere with it in any way. Alright, let's draw the stone wall first, I guess. Do it this way. This is my land. Don't mess with it. And we're probably gonna make this a bigger field. Oh, this is a long wall. Fence, sorry, stone fence. I mean, it's a wall. Fence, wall, whatever. Ooh, I'm gonna need a new iron hammer soon. Soon. Oh, we're running out of things to sell. I can tell. on, one last piece. You can do it. Done. Nice. Now, along the road, we will draw this field. So, that's not pretty. See, that's the tricky thing about Medieval Dynasty. Drawing a field is really not easy. See, it moved here for no reason. Where's the end of the wall? No, I right-clicked. No. Yeah, this is something that they could have done better. But there was probably some reason why they have it aligned to the north and south axis. Don't know what the reason is, but 7 times 4, 7 times 7. 7 times 8. That's enough. Do I have a hoe on me? I don't. What a pity. Okay. As for these two, I think this would suffice. What, is the tree in the way, really? Pity. Can I move the tree? I can move the tree, I think. So, that's the thing. Any tree that you have planted, you can move. Like this. No problem. Put it over here. And now we have a beautiful space for our field. I'm gonna have this lined up. Not do one more, okay. It's not gonna be huge, it's gonna be just a simple 6x4, I guess. Maybe 7x4. Yeah, 7x4 is fine. I guess this is gonna be for onions. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. Start drawing in field here. Again 4 and then 7x4. Keep that in mind. 7x4, done. It's kind of even, not too bad. But I'm gonna need to... No, you know what? I don't have to do that now. I really don't. I will do that for the next episode. And then we're going to move into the winter season. But for now, you get to remember the village in the beautiful autumn and still kind of greenish look. But already with the expansion plan of the new fields. And the cows. So there we go. That was episode, what is it, 35, I guess? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.